Hi everyone and welcome sa ating first topic which is the introduction to the pricing strategy. So first, let's focus what is pricing. So what is it, why is it pricing is important and what is the impact of pricing to the business or to the company. So dito is sinasabi na ito yung proseso no na pag-identify o pag-determine ng mga kumpanya no ng ano ba yung dapat nilang matanggap no or ma-receive in exchange for its products or services no kasi may proseso yan pinag-aaralan nila kung how much ba ang tamang pricing for their products or services. So it involves setting a price point that aligns with the company's overall objectives. So, yung pagpa-price nila is nakadepende yan dun sa pinaka-goal ng company. Okay, just like Apple, no? They are into high price products kasi nga meron silang objectives na they want their brand to be recalled as one of the premium brands of the of gadgets, parang ganun. And why is pricing important? No, number one, it is a revenue driver. So, yung pagpepresyo kasi class, no, it affects yung tinatawag nating revenue and profitability, okay? Which is sales and the income. So, unlike other elements like the other marketing mix, like the product, the place, no, masasabi natin na isa talaga sa pinakamataas, no, na impact is the price, no, which is directly affecting the revenue. Then, nagagamit din siya for strategic tool because it is a critical tool for positioning your product in the market, no? So, kumbaga, dahil, kunyari, tinaasan mo yung presyo, it could affect, no, or have an effect, no, on the consumer preparation that this is a premium brand. On the other hand, no, pwede rin naman na you could target a certain market na you will portray an affordable product, parang ganun, which will gain you a competitive advantage. So example is how Apple uses premium pricing to maintain its brand luxury status, 'di ba? Compare this with Walmart's strategy na ang strategy naman ni Walmart is low pricing na to attract budget-conscious customers. So they have a different pricing strategy. So ano bang role ng pricing in the marketing mix? So let's have an overview of the four P's. Of course, the product or the goods and services offered. The price is the amount charged for the product. The place, no, this which is the distribution channels and location where the product is available. So, pwedeng maganda nga yung product mo, pwedeng you have a good pricing strategy, pero if the product is not accessible to your target market, they don't know how to buy it, it is inconvenient for them to purchase it even though they want it, then it will be nothing. So, importante na you have a good distribution channel for your product. And of course, for the promotion, no, on how you market and communicate your product, no, to promote it, no, is really important. So, maganda talaga na may interaction yon with the price and other piece. So, price versus product. So, the perceived value of a product is often led to its price. That is true, diba? The higher the price, no, it may suggest higher quality. On the other hand, no, price versus place, no, distribution cost can affect pricing. That's true because you need to also consider that in your pricing process, no, products available in exclusive location may command higher prices, of course. So there are some products na available lang sa isang place, so they could able to, give or have no higher prices. Tapos, pagdating naman sa promotion, no, discounts and promotions can impact consumer perception at price and value. So, syempre, no, we tend to have discounts, no, so that we could able to persuade them na, ay, may gantong short-term na promotion si business. So, normally, mahal yan. So, sige, ito na yung pagkakataon natin para mas makatipid. Parang ganun yung general perception of many people about discounts. Then, of course, pricing as a revenue driver. So, we all know that the formula of revenue is price times the quantity sold. Kung nagbenta ka ng, kung 10 pesos yan, no, then you already sold, let's say, no, 10 products. So, 10 times 10, that's 100 pesos. So, what is the impact, no? A change in price, even by a small margin, can significantly impact total revenue. So, balik tayo sa example natin. Let's say yun nga, no? 10 pesos yung price mo, ginawa mong 9 pesos. So, nakabenta ka ng 10. So, rather than earning 100 pesos, with that just 1 peso cut, no? It will give you a 10 peso cut on your overall sales, diba? So, that's a thing that you have to consider in giving, in changing your prices rather. So, may tinatawag tayong elasticity of demand. So, price elasticity is the responsiveness of demand to changes in price, no? Kumbaga, pag binago ko ba yung price, tataas ba yung demand for a product, no? Or pag, yun nga, binabaan ko yung price, magkakaroon ba ng changes sa demand? Products with high elasticity see significant changes in demand when prices changes. So, example of which is luxury goods, no? So, inelastic demand ang luxury goods kasi pag yan ay tumataas, normally, possible na bumaba yung demand, no? While the commodities like fuel have elastic demand. Kung saan, kahit tumaas ang presyo ng fuel or let's say rice, no? Eh, no choice naman yung mga tao but to buy this product kasi this is considered commodity, so elastic siya. In terms of profitability, lumalabas na ito yung margin calculation natin, which is gross margin is equal to price minus cost divided by the price. So, important na magkaroon tayo ng optimal margin kasi it is directly related to profitability, no? Especially in the competitive markets, na pag hindi mo na maintain yung gross margin na yan, yun, you will not be profitable and you will have insufficient money para dun sa iyong working capital. So, hindi mo siya mapapaikot yung pera mo naman ayos. So, we have this what we call basic pricing terminology. First is the key concept, no? First is the price elasticity. So, we mentioned that already, no? Pag nagbago yung price, apektado ba yung demand? So, we have also the fixed cost. Ito yung mga cost na hindi nagbabago, no? Every month, yan pa rin binabayaran mo, the rent and salary. Of course, the salary might change if may mga overtime yung rank and file, no? Pero kunyari, pure 8 hours, so that's a fix. Then, of course, we have the variable cost. Ito yung direct cost na with the production, no? Na pag tumataas yung production, tumataas din yung variable cost. Example of which is the raw materials. And then, meron din tayong tinatawag na break-even point kung saan ito yung revenue equals to the total cost, no? Resulting to not profit or loss. Importante na malaman natin, class, yung break-even point. Nang sa ganun, alam natin kung ilan ba yung dapat targetin natin na dami ng products, no? Kasi kunyari, ang break-even point is 100. Kaya pag nakabenta ka lang ng 100, isabihin nun, no profit or no loss ka. So, dapat makabenta ka ng 200 para at least lamang yun sa break-even point, and it means you gain profit from that sales. So, discuss, no? So, dito, no, parang sinasabi natin na yung pricing decision, talagang align yan sa tinatawag nating business goal. So, importante na pinag-aaralan natin to. So, the impact of pricing on brand perception. So, syempre, no, we all know na ang price, no, nagsisignal talaga din ng quality yan, no? So, meron talagang perception na pag higher prices, nape-perceive nila yung product as higher quality. Then, for the luxury brands, no, brands as Rolex, Louis Vuitton, gumagamit talaga sila ng high prices kasi it signal exclusivity and quality na itong product na to are really for the high-end, no, or for the rich people. So, it's really exclusive. And for the value proposition, no, balancing price and value is really one of the strategies that we need to do, no? A well-priced product, no, aligns with perceived value in the market. So, example of which is the Toyota, which is balance of reliability and affordability. Compare mo sa other cars na medyo mahal, no? Ito talaga, pag binili mo, no, it has a value for money na maganda yung kotse, matibay, fuel efficient, no? So, kaya mas maraming bumibili ng Toyota. So, in terms of the brand positioning, no, we could able to do premium pricing, no, which is used to position a brand, no, as upscale, like for example, the Tesla, diba? They use premium pricing. Tapos, no, economy pricing, which is, appeal to the cost-conscious consumers, like what IKEA is doing. So, let's have an overview of the different pricing strategy, no? We have the cost-based pricing, no? Ito yung pagsaset ng price based on cost plus markup. Napaka-basic niyan. May tinatawag tayong competition-based pricing kung saan ito yung pagbabenta base sa competitor's price. Value-based pricing, ito naman yung pagsaset ng price base dun sa perceive nung customers na feeling niya they perceive it as a high value product, so you could able to sell it at sorry, you can rather sell it at a high value price. I'm sorry for that. Then of course we have the dynamic pricing wherein you could able to adjust the price based on the real time demand. Kung medyo mababa ang demand, babaan natin. Pag mataas, taasan natin. Then we have the what we call penetration pricing, which is pagbaba, ito yung pagsaset ng low prices naman para mag-enter sa new market. And then of course, we have the skimming pricing. Ito yung pagsaset ng high price initially and lowering it over time. So, ano ba yung mga strategy selection natin? So, ano ba yung mga factors that influence that? Number one is the market condition. So, depende sa market, kung sino yung market mo. And depende sa competition din as well. Depende din sa cost structure mo. Gaano ba kataas yung fixed cost mo? Gaano ba kataas yung variable cost mo? And lastly, yung customer demand mismo. And going to the last is understanding price sensitivity. No? So, kanina no, nasabi na natin na nakakaapekto talaga yung pricing sa purchasing behavior ng mga consumers. So, ano ba yung mga factors that affects them? Number one is the availability of substitutes. So, kung may mas mura na substitute product, then possible bilhin ko to. Ito ba ay isang necessity or luxury base sa pananaw ng mga customers? Are they loyal to the brand? No, that could be one example of factors influencing sensitivity. So, in terms of customer value perception, may tinatawag tayong value equation, which is value is equals to the perceived benefits divided by the price. And then the next one is its importance. No? Yung companies kasi must understand what customers value most to set prices that reflects these values. So, kailangan is makita nung company paano ba binavalue ng mga customers yung product nila para at least they can determine magkano ba yung presyo pwede nilang ibigay. Baka pag masyado nilang tinasan, hindi na bilhin. So, practical example is, analyze, no, is kunyari, no, if the consumers will be paying more for eco-friendly products despite higher prices, no? So, are they willing to buy those products pag eco-friendly? Kasi may mga tao na they want to also help, no, the environment. So, possible, pwedeng may mga bumili talaga niyan.